Okay. I want to take this little GoPro look-alike. And I usually screw them onto these little blocks that I have hanging around. Some have some magnets on them, some don't. There's another one over here. Got a rubber bottom on it. For this one, that's got a big magnet on it. That hasn't got any magnet on it. I'm on 6 meter. But sometimes they're just too big. I really don't need something this big all the time. I just need something about the size of the camera with a magnet on it, on the bottom. So I can stick it to little things, because it's not a heavy camera. It doesn't need a lot. So that's what I want to do. Now this magnet here will probably be more than enough. I just got to find a piece of wood that I want to drill a hole in deep enough to take this magnet, because the other magnets I have are just going to be too weak, like this one. That just about holds itself there. This little one here is stronger than that one. These two were weak. So I really don't have a lot of magnets. I should buy a few, because I use them as much as I use anything else. This is going to be a chain link fence. I'll show you later. So we gotta find a piece of wood that I can cut. The thickness is more of what I'm looking for, but I don't want to go that thick. Well, that looks like it right there. And I don't need that much of it. So let's go over here to a drill. Let me get my phone. When my wife's not home, I like to keep it next to me. If I don't hear it, I'll feel it. Okay. So I'm going to put you right there for now. I got to move you. Every time I look at this, I find something else I want to add to it, which I don't mind, because it gives me a chance to try things on something before you actually get started on it. If that makes any sense to you. What do I do with the key? There it is. Let's turn on a light. Well, that's going to be real close, so let's just assume. I got to make it bigger. I got some markers over there I can use. Can't wait for my neighbor to get a hold of me. Tell me to come over and pick up that drill press that he has. Now, I don't need a lot, so I don't really want to drill into where there's a knot hole. I think this is going to be more than enough right here. So let's go into the center of that, or close to center. Again, I don't need a lot. I basically just only need two things. I need, let's see. I should have used what do you call it? That would give me a hole on the other side before I broke through. I opened it. I'm almost there. I think I see it. There we go. Right there. These don't have to go all the way through. I'm going to take it off on the other side so I don't end up with a shiny head. I mean, my feet is slow enough. I could put a stop on the drill. On it. Or actually, I could have just adjusted it here. Right here. The easiest way, the fastest way would have been using one of these, but this way came through a lot quicker. Okay, we need apparently a little bit bigger. So, the unit bit's going to be too big. And it's not going to work unless I go all the way through. So, probably chop into it with this to see. Really not what this is, but we could probably make it happen. My neighbor Chris has a floor model fuel press, and it's got a foot pump. And it'll adjust like 1.5 feet, 2 foot. Actually, it'll adjust all the way to the floor if you want it to. But you have to make an adjustment to do that. Otherwise, its normal adjustment is like 1.5 feet to 2 foot just by using the foot pump. Now this really is, it's made for what I'm doing, but not the way that I'm doing it. There we go. Alright, let me take this out. The wife does use this once in a while, which I'm glad. I'm glad to see her come over here and use this stuff. That bit is not very sharp. Why do I have that there? This one will work. You know, she doesn't pay attention to the size of the bit too much. She knows if she needs a bigger one or not. She can probably change it. I don't give her as much credit as she should have. But it's just the way I'm used to being. Okay. And let me put that down a little bit there. Okay, so that's going to fit in there perfectly. And then we'll cut it over here. Oops, sorry guys. On the old bandsaw. Now the only little problem that I have going here, are we still going? Yeah. Is that I can just use this. I'm looking over there to see what I got. But if I didn't have that, I'd be using this. So I might as well just use this. There's nothing wrong with it. It'll do the job. Put just a little bit right there. Take my little pointer. This is just a toothbrush, an old paintbrush. You know, an art brush, it's just an old handle, that's all it is. Took the brush off it after it got so hard I couldn't use it anymore. And I just use it for this, and then I wipe off wherever I can wipe it off. It's either going to be on a rag, or it's going to be on my pants. That's why you always see me in the same clothes. Now they do get washed. And I do have a change. The only one I have that's original is this one. This outer one. I only have one of these. So if you see this one every day, good chance that it hasn't been washed. It does get washed once a week though. Need it or not. Where's my persuader? Oh, there it is. I think I told you before, this is an old hammerhead, and this is a table leg, a coffee table leg. I do have to put a wedge in it though. This is probably not going to be the place to do this. Yeah, that was a smart move now, wasn't it? I knew it was going to happen. So why'd I do it? Because as much as I knew it, I didn't think it was. What did it do? I split the wood because I cut it too close to the edge. And like I said, I want it small, but when I start going that close, I don't know if I said it or not. If I didn't, I should have, because I really didn't think it was going to work, because I was getting so close, and it being pine was only going to make it worse. Actually, I stopped for a minute and hesitated because there was something else I have to do, and I was thinking about both of them at the same time, and at that point this one didn't work, so I can't use that. So let's take this, can't use pine. Even if I drill it, I really can't use it because it doesn't, I'd have to over drill it, which is not what I want. I want it tight. So that means I gotta use a plywood. Now, on the good side of that, I'm looking for an old scrap piece. I mean, I can probably use this, but I use that every now and then when I do. Actually, I could take that apart. I really don't need that, but I'm not going to do that now. I think I used that twice. That's too tight. Here we go. Plywood? No, pine. Brrr. Get some of this stuff out of the way so I'm not kicking it with my feet. Two of these would probably do it. Well, actually, two of these will do it. Alright, let's do this. See, the other thing I got to worry about, or do, in part of this little thing that I'm doing here, is I need a spot to put the screw to attach the camera to. So that doesn't have to be a super duper big deal, but it's still something I'm working with the program here. Let me take this off. Put that one in here. Right here. There. Okay. Now, I have one here. I should have. Once I get a magnet. This looks like it to be the one. That is it. Okay. So anyway, 1.8 eggs we should have gotten. And you did go 3 days. I'll have an egg. So, you decided to go pick up the eggs. Then try to find my water. You know what I was saying earlier. I can do this closer. See what I mean about the hole? That's what I want to do. That's why this is the big start. Show you a nice clean hole. One pass. And that's going to fit a little banging. And it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put, no, it is in here. There's a little hole, I think. Yes. So anyway, she's not as picky when it comes to coffee as I am. She's more tolerant of taking certain foods than I am anyway. You see, I got nicked. I got nicked. I got wounded. But she's more of a, I'd say, tolerant to different things, as far as tastes and stuff than I am. So when it comes to coffee, she likes to stick to certain brands that she likes. She's not going to buy something off the wall. But she shops a lot on price, which drives me nuts. I don't care if it's cheap or not, because if it's cheap and I'm not going to use it, and it's going to sit there, then it's no longer cheap, it's a waste of money. Okay, oh, you're a little late. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, let's do those. So meanwhile, I'm going to get a clock again, that's it. Just your regular wine and rock. Well, they had a 5-pound, I think it was, bag on sale of 8 o'clock, but it was the dark blend. So because it was on sale, she bought it. She would just use less. No, it doesn't taste the same. It's not the same. Therefore, it's not going to work. All right, now what I need to do now I'm going to be coming back over here, I know. So let's do this first. Let's take what we got here and go over here. She's not going to need a hand because I don't think she bought enough to where she would make a difference. Alright, now, see this? That's the thread that goes into the bottom, the standard thread. So I gotta first cut this in half so I can get this in there and have that done. So let me, actually I'm gonna do this over here on the chop saw. Can you guys